Bitch TV, honey. Yes, God, I'm here. I'm queer. I'm trying to be everywhere. Make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing to the shit. Yes, God, honey. If not, that's cool too. If you just want to chill, listen to the shit. Yes, because child, hold on. Peaches are finally in season in Florida, honey. Yes, God. Get them while they are here, bitch, because they don't stay in season long down here, bitch. One thing I miss about Georgia, they're in season all the motherfucking time. But, bitch, welcome to Florida. Don't nobody want to eat oranges every motherfucking day. I love peaches, okay? Yes, God. Hold on. Oh, they're so sweet. God is so good. But you know what? Fuck humanity. $2 for one motherfucking peach. Child, please. This is bullshit. This grows naturally, honey. Why the fuck we paying for the shit? So y'all sat there and watched Dallas, right? Okay. For those of you that watched it one time, I understand why you didn't like it. Never eat the seeds of like apricot kind of fruits. Apparently in certain dosages they can become poisonous, so be mindful of that shit. I'm just gonna eat this shit real quick. Okay. Hold on, bitch. Ooh, that bitch is good, honey. Yes, God. All right. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I had to, chow down on that bitch real quick. So, jumping into Dallas, and before I get into the actual review portion of the video, honey, I want to address a couple of production problems, okay? Okay, child, sorry to laugh, but let me tell you something. Not only did you take a little time, which was fine, the real fans and supporters will be there to watch. Yes, God, okay? But you just would think that you would have had enough time to review a couple of issues. Obviously, the big issue was the opening scene with Aubrey and Mr. Kane, Mr. Daddy Kane child, at the park with that wind shear, bitch. I thought Hurricane Irma was coming back around for another assault, honey. I thought resurrection of Hurricane Irma, bitch. Okay, like, damn. Maybe y'all could have shot that somewhere else. Maybe they could have had tea inside of a restaurant that was overlooking a body of water, minus the wind, because, my God, I'm quite sure you had more than enough time to sit back and really think about and have rewatched this to make sure that what you were giving was quality. And I'm sorry, subtitles just, some bitches can't read that fast. You know what I'm saying? I can, but some bitches out there just ain't got time for that shit. Sometimes we need to hear it, and that was told. If you had headphones on watching that, child, your ears were fucked. You had you heard a hurricane in your motherfucking ear canal, bitch. So I just don't understand. You had more than enough time to correct that issue or reshoot a scene somewhere else. Now, was it me or did I see the cameraman's fingers in the scene with Markel and his ex-boyfriend and the dog? I saw fingers, bitch. I saw fingers, child. And for the people, again, if you only watched I had to watch it. I just finished watching it for the third time. I watched it twice while I was at work. And I just finished watching it again because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything, because I feel like when I start something, I have to finish. Like, it got to the point where I was about to say, fuck doing any more reviews. You know what I'm saying? Because I just felt like someone in production's not giving a fuck enough to go back. And if you're going to, grandma always said, bitch, do a job well or not at all. And I feel like you have more than enough people on your team, potentially. I don't know, y'all. Sorry, y'all. The camera's tipping. More than enough experience at this point to know before you upload something, before you complete a task, you need to do a motherfucking review of that bitch on your own. You know what I'm saying? And get another person to come in there with another eye to spot these things that could have been avoided. Like if you just would have obviously no one proofread the shit. Like I just don't understand like how those two major things with the wind blowing the bitch eardrums off and with the motherfucking the fingers, bitch, the Freddy Krueger fingers in the fucking camera. Like honestly, that was not professional. And you know, I'm not trying to tear y'all down. I have respect and I support the shit. And that's why I'm giving my reviews, because it's like I was gonna quit. Because it's just like someone's not giving a fuck. And if it seems like y'all not giving a fuck, then you are subjective to a lot of the backlash from the people in the community that support y'all. Because we want to see you do well too. So when we see half-ass shit, we get disappointed. And, you know, to make us wait 2 weeks, which I'm not mad about, honey, because you, like, I think I posted, was it you or G Status? One of y'all, or both of y'all, I said, shit, perfection takes time. I'm willing to wait. As a fan, I'm willing to wait. Don't hit me with no bullshit. And I do feel like on a production scale, on the production scale, bitch, I just feel like there needs to be someone in editing, like looking back at the episodes and proofreading that shit. Because it's just obviously, again, I just really hope y'all care, because we care. Okay, we really care. And I've been hearing in the YouTube streets that that's why a lot of people are not reviewing the shit. And, you know, like I said in my very first review, like I did not know if I wanted to, but I am a man of my word and I support what we got going on in the community. I see where you're going and I'm going to continue to support the situation. But I do feel like y'all need to put effort into it. And let me just get into the fucking review, because I ain't come here to do none of that shit. I just felt like that was something I needed to say really quickly. But let's move on from that, and let's talk about what happened in the motherfucking episode. Because this is a good episode. Again, bitch, you have to be able to watch it more than once, because we're searching for the mess. There was no mess in this motherfucking episode. You notice the common denominator was not in the motherfucking building. And we actually, for the real motherfuckers after the mature-minded people that actually take away shit with real-life lessons type teas, bitch. Okay, not no young motherfuckers looking for, oh, bitch this and bitch that and fighting all the time and doing messy-ass shit. Okay, yes, God. If you're grown, you can take away a lot of life lessons from this motherfucking episode. So let's just jump into the motherfucking tea. We don't need to talk about the entry because, you know, Aubrey and what's his name, they were talking about whatever the mess. Let's jump into Mr. Kane. Let me tell you something, Mr. Kane. Thank you. Thank you for just being able to open up. And I'm going to just jump into production on this, really, the storytellers really quickly. I think you guys kind of just jumped in there with this whole addiction segment that you're doing. And hey, I love the subject matter, bitch. I love the awareness, as Doniva would say, honey. The awareness, bitch. Yes, God, honey. When you just throw that in there really quickly, I love it. Because there's a lot of bitches that need to see some shit like this and to understand that they're not alone in the world when it comes to these type of teas. Because let me tell you something. When I was young and gay, bitch, yes, God, run through, honey, okay? And let me tell you something. I mean, if you watch the Freaky Friday video, honey, bitch, bow down. Bitch, bow down. I had niggas like nothing, honey. They were nothing to me. So I truly understand, and part of that comes from, I hate to say it, not really having that father figure in your life, not really having these things and being exposed to things at an early age These things motherfucking take a life on its own, bitch, without you even knowing it, buried deep down in the subconscious, honey, because due to trauma, bitch, due to mass trauma, the brain knows how to survive, bitch. So it'll protect you from the drama by motherfucking laying your memories, bitch, dormant than a motherfucker, okay? And yes, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you have to understand, to come out on TV and tell your tea and just blurt that shit out. Girl, yes, God. And I feel you, bitch, about not being able to befriend a lot of gays, because let me tell you something. I was going to speak on it before because you said something that made a lot of people mad, like, oh, you know, because there is this thing where, you know, certain gays feel special that they have more straight friends than they do gay friends. And hey, to each his own, bitch. If that makes you feel good about yourself, then God bless. But just know, you know, I feel you. I only got like 2 gay friends in my life, and I've known them motherfuckers my whole life, bitch. So I ain't never really befriended. Every time I tried to, they were some messy ass bitches. Almost got a whole kilt one time. I'll never forget it. Bitch. I don't have time for messy ass bitches like that because they cause nothing but trouble. And they try to fuck your man child. But understand, not everyone is like that. So you won't know until you give a bitch a chance. Because if you're just throwing people away just because the fact that they're gay and they may be a little flamboyant or they may be a little bit messy, that doesn't mean they're going to treat you that way. You got to give people a chance. But trust me, side-eye hoe all the motherfucking time until you really know for a fact 100% that the bitch is trustworthy, okay? But still don't ever trust the hoe 100%. Let me take that back. Only certain motherfuckers get that 100%. They got to be like family type motherfuckers that's really been there in the trenches and that know all your motherfucking business. But I appreciate you opening up about this addiction. It is a very real thing. So if anybody else out there has, you know, going through this kind of shit, please seek help, honey, because we're living in a time now where the shit is spreading like motherfucking California wildfires, bitch. I'm telling you, you have to be careful out here in these streets. And if you are suffering from it, some people may not even think, they think, oh, we just like to fuck. And I hate to say it, but as gays, you know, as we talk about gender roles and stuff, people automatically look at feminine gays as like women. So if we have a lot, if we have a lot of bodies on us, bitch, we're automatically labeled hoes. But if you notice the masculine men, they're not labeled hoes. Okay, they're not labeled. Well, I guess they have the male thought thing going on now, but they're not really frowned upon in their world like that. So if you're a feminine gay dude, you're automatically looked at as a lady, and you're a hoe if you fuck more than a couple. So, you know, but at the end of the day, honey, in the gay world, our standards are a little bit different than other people's, and we kind of live how we want to fucking live. So, again, thank you, Mr. Kane. I appreciate you. You opened up in a new light for me. I will say, it's only episode 5. I don't know how I feel about people throwing all their personal business in so early in on a new franchise. I think a lot of these storylines could have just waited to the end because we still have not been introduced properly to all of these motherfuckers yet. That should have been done within the first 2 episodes, I feel like. And, you know, whatever. So, thank you, Mr. Kane. I appreciate you for your story. I'm sure a lot of motherfuckers out there watching can relate because that's exactly one of the things that dwell in our own community. But people look at it because we like to have sex. We don't think that we have those problems. Bitch, it's an addiction after a while. You start, especially when you're getting pinged early, girl. He said he lost his virginity in 7th grade to a boy and then in 8th grade to a girl. Child, he was out there. But I understand there's that process of trying to find yourself. And having messy gay friends doesn't fucking help that either. But luckily for me, I have great 2 besties, always been there. They're gay as fuck, and we are proud of who we are, and we help uplift each other. And not saying we don't go through hell, but bitch, we're not on that other shit that I know that Mr. Kane is talking about that makes him weary of these motherfuckers. But understand that everybody's like that. So moving on, honey. So, child, what's the tea? Fuck. B King and Mr. Premier, right? That was the next one. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so now we get to motherfucking boring ass Markel and ex-boyfriend, I guess they have custody agreements with the motherfucking dog. I don't know, child. I don't know, honey. Some people just do way too motherfucking much for me, but I guess, honey, they needed something to fill this episode, girl. Uh, um, I don't really have any words for that scene. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I don't have nothing to say about all that because it just wasn't needed, required, nor desired. I just think that there's a lot of self-reflection that just needs to take place. But that's not my business. I'm not here to talk about stuff like that. But that's between people in their, in their world. I do commend anybody writing a book, and I do commend anybody who's out here trying to, at least give something to the world and be productive. And I think that's one thing I could take away from it all. B King Child and Premier meeting up at the possible location for the event that Premier wants to host. That place is everything, honey. But didn't Premier walk in that bitch freshly fucked? He was walking like he had got the best dick in his life, honey. Like, ooh, child. And truth be told, you know who I think Premier would look really cute with? I think him and Woody would look really cute together. Mr. Booty Judy. Booty Judy. Yes, honey. And I guess we'll be seeing him in the next episode, honey. Yes. Thank you for coming back to us, child. Yeah. Ooh, yes, honey, Mr. Wood. I got a little crush on Mr. Wood. I just live for the whole. His introduction was everything, and I think, let me know who you are up front, bitch. And I live for people that address you and let you know who they are up front, not in no like bitchy demeanor, because I don't like bitches and assholes. You know what I'm saying? I'm very nice and very courteous, and I'm down to be open. But a lot of people reveal themselves within the first couple of minutes of you meeting them, and I really love the way that Woulda came off. But yes, he wasn't in an episode, so I can't talk about him too much. But I'm glad to see that he will be back, because I was kind of scared, like, child, what the hell happened? He beat a whole ass in the gym, child, for touching that big booty, booty. Yes, honey, Mr. Woulda, coulda, yes, and shoulda. Lay me down, yes, honey. Oh, but yes, Premier and B King talking. I think Premier, if you really don't know anybody, I really don't. I think it's like off limits to really ask people that kind of personal shit. Unless you guys really know each other like that. Again, we have not been privy to any of y'all's history, so I don't know if you guys know each other like that. I personally would not be asking someone I don't even know like that a personal question. Like, that's kind of invading someone's privacy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but maybe I got that kind of relationship, and this was actually a great opener for the larger conversation. And I really live for the fact that B King gave some really mature, solid, experience type lived advice to Premier. And I love their friendship looking dynamic, or where it is at, or where it's going to go, or whatever. But I really like the fact that Premier looks up to B King as, a wise, mature, because I had my doubts about B King in the beginning. That's why, if you ever noticed my reviews, I was always reserved about speaking about him, because I really wanted to get to know him more. And, I have a threesome story, Freaky Friday's child, the first video I did last week, yes, God. You have to spice shit up sometimes, bitch. It's okay to experiment. Do not feel bad about exploring your motherfucking fantasies, bitch. Especially if you're with someone in a committed relationship and both y'all down for that shit too. You know what I'm saying? It just makes the experience. I've always felt love is an emotional response to one another. That's what keeps people together. Sex is just the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, but anybody can believe what the fuck they want to believe, but I live for the fact that B King stands in the shit, yes, God, because I was weird, like, damn, you just gonna put your business out there like that, but bitch, if you're gonna do it, stand by the shit, and be respectful when you speak to others, and I think B King is very clear when he speaks, and he's very experienced. He's very wise. You can tell he's set in his ways. He knows exactly who he is as a person. More motherfuckers need to be like that. But the only way to be like that is take all the experiences you go through in your life. Amen. Everyone, the good, the bad, and the fucked up shit you've ever done in your life, take it all with you and own that shit. But grow and progress and become better. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it. And then pass the game down to the ones coming up that's at least seeking your advice. And obviously, Premier is trying to do the right thing in his life and walk on a straight line. Amen to the gods, honey. Finally, some gay men that I can say, well, I get tingles. Yes, God, because I don't get this a lot. I don't get this a lot with reality TV gays, honey. I feel inspired. Finally. I feel like these young black men, especially B. King and Premier's relationship and Mr. Kane Child, I'm seeing growth. I'm seeing people that I can relate to. I'm seeing people that can inspire and touch people on a larger level than just messy behavior. Although, again, people, I do understand messy behavior is what keeps the viewer's attention. But we have to take away, like, these people are going to give their lives. Give it all, bitch. Give it all. I want the good, the bad, and the ugly. I want to be able to relate. I want to see you grow. And I'm starting to see that. And thank you, Chasing Dallas, for giving these motherfuckers to us. Thank you. Finally, people that are in tune with who they are, where they're going, their bad side that they want to fix. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you didn't see the episode but one time, please watch it again. Watch the shit again and again, because the storylines and what these young men are bringing to the motherfucking table is some real life shit. And I know there's a bunch of you fags out there right now, honey, yes, God, that are going through a lot of this shit. You can't tell me. And if you ain't going through it, I'm guaranteed you know someone else who's going through it. So you have no choice but to give these men a round of motherfucking applause for stepping up to the plate and being the ones to bring the motherfucking serious shit to the forefront so the motherfuckers can see it. Because I'm sure there's a gay out there right now hiding under a motherfucking tree like a troll bitch, scared out of their fucking mind. Because why? They're scared of this fucking world and what it might do to them, or what they think it might do to them. So thank you, B. King. Thank you, Premier. And Premier opened up about, his best friend / ex-boyfriend that had passed away. And, I'm so sorry to hear that. And death in anybody's friendship or ex-relationships, it's just so sad. And I'm sorry you had to go through that, baby. But don't let that block your heart. And like B. King gave you some really good advice. I totally agree with that advice 100%. Tear down what you thought you knew, girl. As you get older, you will realize that a lot of those standards, a lot of things that you had to for security, and I understand, bitch, it's all defense. You got a judo chopper, bitch, from time to time in your sleep, honey. That's how on guard you have to be, because you've been fucked over so many times, or you have lost a major loss, bitch, okay? So those defenses are up, and psychologically, if you're not prepared here, you're definitely not going to be prepared here, because I think a lot of times when we become closed off, this becomes way more powerful than our hearts do. Trust me, I know that experience too. When a bitch went through so much, you cut the heart off because all it did was get you in trouble, or the people around you got fucked up behind the shit. So you had to start thinking more logically with your brain and be like, bitch, I gotta do for me. But thank y'all for this episode. That's all I have to really talk about with this. And again, all that, I'm just giving a review. I don't know none of these motherfuckers personally. So if you think that I've said or done anything to come for your character or whatever the fuck you think, feel free to let me know. Markel did. Thank you, girl, for reaching out in the comments in the last video I did. Stand up in it. Give me clarification. Maybe I'm speaking on shit I don't know about. So I appreciate the people that do reach out and motherfucking let me know, like, hey, bitch, nah, that's not what it is. And they come at respectfully, and I appreciate it. And I love direct people. At the end of the day, this is your life. I'm just doing, you put it publicly, so I'm just doing reviews on the shit. Because I live for it, and I appreciate you guys so much for giving yourselves to the public. It's not easy to do that shit. So all y'all stay up. And I just hope the show gets better from here, because we need shit like this. We need it. Yes, God, honey. Thank you so much for tuning in to Yes Bitch TV, honey. And let's just take away from these moments the wise lesson at the end of this shit. Life is full of challenges. It's not easy out here. But you have to understand that no one ever got anywhere without the help of someone else. You will never be able to walk this earth by yourself and be successful. You will not be able to survive. Humans are natural social groups for a reason, just like certain animals in the world as well. Social. Without that social construct in their life, we will cease to exist. Look at Howard Hughes, bitch. Look at all these other motherfuckers who don't want to be around people. They eventually go crazy. So love your neighbor, bitch. Love yourself most of all. Amen. Yes, God.